Hello YouTube, this is episode number 11 of Let's Play Suzerain. We're about to have a meeting with the religious people, and we're going to have a televised ceremony thing. Let's see what happens. We're going to start our walk bowed and approach the altar. Okay, we wrote this stuff down. We were smart about this. So, scepter with the left hand, altar with the right. I would have forgotten. Like, narrating stuff is going to clear my memory real quick, so I'm glad we wrote it down, because, like, we would fail this miserably otherwise. Okay, so now we kneel and wait for the sword. So we kneel. We're going to kneel. I'm glad I know this. He's going to lay the sword on our shoulder. Okay, cool. So we waited for the sword. We touch our sword with the right hand, which was the hand that touched the altar. Yes. Yes? Okay. Okay. Then we hand the scepter... Uh-oh, I didn't write this down. Do we hand it to the archpriest or the disciples? Oh my god, I didn't write that down. I wrote hand over the scepter, but not to who. Shoot. Archpriest? Okay. So we receive the sword before passing the sword to the disciple. Yes. Okay. Oh, we might have fucked up. I got up and proceeded to my designated spot. He leaned over and whispered in my ear. That went surprisingly well. Okay, good. Okay. So I'm not sure if we screwed up or not, but we might not have, and that would be great if we didn't. So let's hope. Let's hope. We left the cathedral to greet the waiting crowd. As we stepped outside, we heard everyone cheering and chanting our name. Dinosaur's gamble seems to have been a success. We waved proudly for a minute or two. Ha! Dinosaur! Oh, you're good. Okay, we're done. I think we succeeded. I don't think we screwed up. What's the news? We attended the Day of Dissension, and Archbishop performed the ritual, momentous occasion, blah, 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 unity, forgot their differences. Okay, cool. I think we did right. We did well. Okay, good. So we have dinner with family at home, and we have a briefing. Let's do the dinner. Arrived home from work, hung our jacket up, and put our briefcase in the hall. We paused, awaiting our usual greeting from our wife and daughter. Deanna was out at one of her after-school art classes, I remembered, but where was Monica? Well, this is weird. We heard a muffled sob. No! She's sitting on the sofa, a letter in her hands and a look of despair on her face. I wonder if it's about that speech. Let's just sit down next to her and let her start. She rested her head on our shoulder. Okay, cool. Then handed us the letter. Department of Education. Frank's university exams are in. Oh, he didn't make it. I see. How did he do? Okay, 435 points out of 1,000. That does not sound good. Failed. All those years of effort, private lessons down the drain. Okay, shoot. Oh no. Maybe it'll be good for him to learn from his mistakes. Maybe. Him failing will reflect badly on us. Well, okay, sure. He's a smart boy. Why would he sabotage himself? Shoot. Let's let Monica take the lead here. She's good at these things. Exam results arrived today. Oh, shit. We're not angry at you, son. He needs a moment. Yeah, he didn't do that on purpose. He's a good boy. We trust our son. He's so sorry. Yeah, of course. Okay, good. It's not the end of the world. It's either my fault or it's not the end of the world. I think it's my fault. I'm just going to take blame here. Well, that didn't work out very well, did it? He thinks that we're patronizing him. Okay. It's going to be okay, but you should really have studied harder, Frank. He knows. What is he supposed to do? Yeah, we should have just sort of said, like, you know, it's not the end of the world. That would have been smarter, I think. Oh, well. There's always military school, but you're the president's son. You still have options. Yeah, that's true. Monica is enthusiastic. Okay, if Alfonso could get his dimwit son into Kings Hill University, I'm sure Halsord State would have room for a bright boy like Frank. It would be nice to have him closer to home. Yeah. Halsord State would be amazing, Frank says. A bunch of his friends are going there. Cool. We're going to send him to public university. I like that. Terrific. Yeah, let's agree. Everyone seems to like it a lot. He won't let us down. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Monica's happy. What a day. Who's hungry for dinner? Okay, okay. We've navigated this minefield. That's good. All right. Read the report. Supreme Court files Urson versus Swordland dissent. Oh. Oh no, they did not uphold the equal rights of the British people. That's really sad. Okay, shoot, we're gonna have to like seriously organize against these terrible, terrible Supreme Court judges. Hallsword Post says that it struck down Urson versus Swordland. Criticisms. Chief Justice highlighted the importance of impartial justice. Yeah, of course he did. That's code for right-leaning, politically motivated judgments. By the way, it's definitely a coded statement right there. Okay. Anshraf University. What's that? Watani Anshraf. Okay, who are you? It's a Brutish carpenter who was killed by Swordish soldiers. Oh, okay, cool. So he protested the Soul Dam and was killed. As his anniversary is approaching, there's one question that's shared in everyone's minds. What will the administration do? Every year, people gather in Suzerain to hold a vigil. They light their candles in his memory and hold cultural festivals. What's different this year, however, are claims that the Brutish movement will be holding their largest rally yet during the anniversary. Perhaps it's time for the administration to let bygones be bygones and take a step back to display the unity. Interesting. Okay. Radical doesn't like this decision. Of course he doesn't. Yeah, of course, obviously. Obviously, that's how the Radical's going to feel. Oops, what happened there? I misclicked, and I dragged the thing, and okay, we're back. Let's read the report. Higher test scores and attendance rates since educational facilities were equipped with new textbooks. That's excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Our education reforms are progressing well. Okay. Diplomatic strategy. This is going to be a big one, I think. I think this is where we really decide our path in terms of foreign policy. It was with people who liked me. Hey, these people like me. I mean, Yosef doesn't really like me much at all, but at least David does. Okay, so Yosef nodded. He and Lucian sat down while David remained standing. Now that you are here, let's talk about our diplomatic strategy. He cleared his throat. Mr. President, if I may, I would like to provide you with a short overview. Okay, sure. Yeah, of course. Although we did not make a trade deal with Wayland, we succeeded in making one with Magnolia, which means we've increased our presence in the region. These deals were important pieces of leverage and significant first steps into the global arena. We must now look towards the future. Go on. Okay. Wayland and Agnolia were practice runs. We must begin improving our relationship with greater nations. I agree. We need to elevate our international standing, especially with the threat of Rumburg. Of course. Absolutely. Okay, so Yosef says, you know me. He doesn't trust the helping hands other countries offer us, but he also knows when those helping hands are necessary, and right now we need it. Okay. He said it over and over again, but he'll repeat it until we get it through our skull. Rumburg will come, okay? And with our current state of our military, if a Rumburg invasion happens, we will cease to exist. I understand that. I agree. We need allies. Yes, we do. We're going to reach out to the east. That's what we're going to do. I trust your assessment, because I agree with it. Military perspective is important, but these deals are about more than gaining allies. We also need to consider the benefits to our economy, especially when we are still struggling to end the recession. I mean, still as in like, that's an understatement. The recession is worsening. Okay, 2 stacks of documents. Comprehensive trade deal laid out. Following the visits to Wayland and Agnolia, we were to pursue trade deals with 2 greater nations. Valksland is one of them. We want to be on their good side, for sure. If we can manage to get them to the table, there is much more potential here than in Wayland or Agnolia. Okay. Because they are one of the most important countries in CSB, a deal with Valksland is a ticket to bring Swordland closer. Yeah, I mean, that's what we want. It will also strengthen our voter base since they're expecting us to follow through on our promise to lean eastward. Yes, yes. Trade deal could also be a first step in allying ourselves with Volksland. Yes, okay. Excellent. I think we'll get to our rightful place within the CSP, the Contanian Security Pact. That's the Eastern Bloc. Let's do it. Let's do it. Best outcome, I agree. Lesbia. Our southern neighbor is rather sore over our decision to accept financial aid from United Contana, allowing its ships to dock at our naval base. Granting those docking rights essentially gave United Contana a foothold in eastern Mercopa. It's no wonder ATO felt threatened by the news, the Arcasian Treaty Organization, that's NATO, essentially. In any case, a deal won't be happening with Lesbia, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah, we're going to principally object to the ATO, as we wish. Okay. Actual contents of the trade deal. Here's Dinosaur as a small notebook. Looking at his stats, we now have a small tungsten surplus. Okay, that's good. Excellent resource for trade. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And that's nice. I mean, like, probably the decision not to immediately nationalize the steel industry is what allowed for us to have a small surplus that we can use for trade. Remember what the general said. Yes, of course, we need allies. I agree. I agree. Let's begin negotiations with Volksland. That's what we want. Okay. That was a successful meeting. There's more news. Allsword Post says, polio cases, isolated polio cases seen. Outbreak is largely confined to Wayland. Little chance of further infections. Good. No chance to alter Sortish way of life. You see, okay, I doubt this. When I look and I see that the disease's most notorious symptom, paralysis, is only seen in a minute percentage of cases, that doesn't really mesh with what I know about polio outbreaks. So, yeah. Health minister suggested with his vaccination program in order to prevent its spread. Yeah, we're going to vaccinate. If it's at all possible, we'll push that for sure. Okay, polio in Bergia, yeah. Thought to have originated across the border in Wayland. It's confined to a few small villages. It's a serious threat. Yes, it certainly is. Geopolitico says that we're going to have a trade deal talk with Volksland, which we are. Good. Okay. Gelsword. Recession hitting the workers of Gelsword. Record number of factory workers filing for unemployment. It's very bad news, but it's not surprising news. We knew that was coming. Currency loses value against the Arcasian lira. Interesting. The Sortish Ren has steadily been slipping against the Arcasian lira, though the exchange rate has not yet approached the all-time low reached during the Alfonso administration. Okay. Well, that would be our budget deficit at play. We are essentially printing money, which means we're gonna get some inflation, which means our currency is gonna fall. Like, budget -3 means falling currency. That's just what it means. So we need to be aware of that. Okay, so here's Naya's dinner. The dinner meeting Naya arranged with Justice Edmonds, and Edmonds is the one we have to convince. Okay. Whole floor is reserved for us. She still can't believe a soul came to the vote. Yeah. He also pressured the justices of the court right after the win, of course. Obviously. How is the atmosphere in court? Most justices don't really talk when she's around. They don't trust her. Yeah, of course they don't. She only knows about the 2 justices she mentioned earlier who are with her. So we have 3 votes. We still need 3 more. Isabel can potentially bring 2 to 3 votes. That's why she's our ticket. Interesting. Old guards are fantastically opposing your proposal, so I doubt there's possibility. I agree. Yeah, there's really no possibility. Okay, so like Heron there, we're probably going to need to bribe if we want him on side. He's corrupt as hell there. Isabel could bring us enough votes, but she might actually not quite bring us enough. So it's either number 1 or number 3. Let's go with number 3. Can we rely on her? We can't know for sure, but the centrist trio always stick together, and Isabel's their mouthpiece. Interesting. Do you think we can sway her? Yes, she's our best bet. Okay. She's not openly protesting against the old guards, but she told me about her concerns. Okay. She's open to dialogue, but also skeptical. She's scared of a potential purge. Interesting. I don't want to play into her fears. We can find common ground. Let's do that. Yeah. What has Orso been doing? He's organizing the court, sure. The weakest link is Heron, but the rest are unbreakable. Okay. We need to talk to Heron. Yeah. We might need him for the last vote. That's true. Should call Dinosaur. He's been dealing with them. Okay, let's do that. Let's talk about the next steps. The next step's talking to Isabel and making sure she votes for it, but also... Ooh, entree decision. Let's wait for our guest before we order. That's a nice thing to do. Let's plan about Isabel. What's the plan? Let's try not to agitate her when she comes. We won the vote, so she already has pressure on her. That makes sense. But if she feels cornered, we might lose her. So it's important not to put too much pressure. Okay, I agree. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. Okay, here she comes. Stand up for a handshake. Okay. Good to see you, Justice. Yeah, it's all formal and stuff. She would normally say her day was good, but this time she'll take the liberty to say it was exhausting. Heavy court matters again, not that she's complaining. Are we ready to give the orders? Okay. Let's let Edmonds order first. Salad. Oof. Okay, sure. Lesbian Zabla. I wonder if there's any meaning to that. I'm not gonna just be all patronizing by having the salad too. That's silly. We'll order for ourselves here. Okay, good. We want to have a cooperation with you. It's very welcome. She wishes the same thing. That's excellent. Excellent. Good first step here. First of all, she's congratulating us. That's wonderful. Pains her to say that our proposal has a low chance of getting through the Supreme Court. That's why we have you here. You need our wing to vote for you. Yes, that's right. You know, it's true. Yeah, I mean, you do have the leverage here. Like I'll admit, you got some leverage over us. That's for sure. And we're not aiming to destroy the court, though. That's not a thing. Why would she vote for a proposal that'll take away her immunity? Okay, so, she has her issues with the old guard. If we promise that we're going after the old guard, that kind of carries the implicit understanding that if we're going after them, we won't be going after her, because she is not the old guard, right? We need to sort of justify to her why we're taking powers. We're not going to ask her to try to see the bigger picture. That's insulting as hell. Let's do that. This law will not only apply to them, but all justices, who will protect our rights. So that you can create your own old guard and kick everyone out with opposing views, the judiciary must be independent, okay? Of course. Clause you removed was a prerequisite. At that moment, the waiter came back with food, but seeing we were in the midst of discussion, he averted his eyes. He served the food, refilled our glasses. Zabla. Very good. It's delicious. Delicious, delicious. So, Mrs. Edmonds, are you still thinking about the same about the old guard? Of course, nothing has changed. That's good. We have that in common. Good. Doesn't mean she'll accept any proposal that they oppose. Nor does it mean she'll put the whole court under the bus. The impeachment clause about the justices affects all of us. Okay, yes. Naya doesn't agree with the clause either. Maybe that was a mistake putting that in there, but I thought that we needed to be able to leverage Parliament against the judges if we had to. Okay, she's still supporting the president because he made this proposal with good intentions. That's right. What are my real intentions? This will be seen as self-serving. We do care about the people, but that won't be seen well, I don't think. Strong swordland, that's not us. So humility or sort of genuineness? Genuineness, I think. Better democracy by eliminating the justices whenever you want. Why did you include that in the proposal? I thought you would agree to that. I believed that respectable justices like you are against the old guard. Yes. Look, she's in opposition to them and will definitely stand against their dominance, but not this way. Let's say the proposal goes through. What's your next move? Well, we could promise to move against the old guards from all branches of government, which we kind of want to do. Like, that's essentially our plan. Or we could ensure that the processes are respected and executed in transparency, which is probably what she wants to hear. I don't like the other two. So let's tell her what she wants to hear. She sees. Okay. We could ask her what she wants, or we could appeal to her. Ask her what she wants. She doesn't want anything, wants assurance. You have my word. Yes, you have my word. Can you explain me one thing? How come you think that the Supreme Court's right to vote on constitutional amendments is a major problem with such priority? And I thought we were. She's asking the president. Okay. Oh boy. I agree the judiciary should not have legislative powers. We could throw Richter under the bus. We're not going to say number one because reformists is not taken that way, I don't think. I like the judiciary should not have legislative powers. I'm sorry, but it's true. Uh-oh. 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 I'm a democratic socialist. There's a difference. Yes, okay. So what? You're telling me to pursue Wegslandian socialism or something? Who cares if you're into Chancellor Hegel's socialism or Sordish socialism of Bernard Circus? It's all Carlos Murcia's socioeconomics. Okay, playing with fire, sure. I mean, we're absolutely playing with fire, but it's the fire we're choosing to play with, and we hope that we can get it through. If we were to come back to the point of unifying against the old guard, okay. I want the old guard gone as much as you, but I'm torn about the proposal. Okay, torn is fine. Torn we can convince. Interesting. So we could say we're together in this, or we could appeal to her. I don't like appealing to her. We're together in this. This will open the way for further reforms. She's also wondering if we were in Seoul's position, how would we have structured the Supreme Court? What do you even believe is its role? Huh. I do think it's purely an advisory body, actually, but like, what am I going to do that? I don't want to. I feel like this, whatever I say here is going to like decide the question one way or the other. Let's ask why. Why is she asking? Oh no! Oh no, we did that wrong. That was really bad. No. No. Okay. Okay, we can still bail this boat out. Proposal to pave the way for yeah, for the bloodists and the communists to enter the assembly. Yeah, she doesn't want to support it. We can't silence their opinions. I'm sorry, but we can't. If she gives us the power to impeach us today, what's going to happen tomorrow? Can you even give me any guarantees? This will not result in the destruction of the court. So I could say it's only a safety mechanism, or I can promise. Yes, you have my word. She supports term limits. That's good. I really hope you vote for the proposal. Damn! No! No! Oh, no! No. Well, this is awful. What do we do now? That's terrible. Oh, no. I can't work with the old guards. They're not going to work with us. No, we lost. Healthcare's improved. Okay. No. This might cost us this whole, like, we might lose the election over this, really. Draws near and we need to sway Garassi. Sure, we'll send Lucian. I don't know. I think we've just lost. But whatever. We continue forward. Half-hour-long meeting failed to convince him to meet with the president. Okay, sure. Back at the office, eagerly awaiting the decision of the Supreme Court. It's not going to go well. Peter and Pascal were there with me too. Yeah, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to somehow move against them. I have a bad feeling about this. We have to hope for the best, sure. No, I mean we're this is not going to work. This is not a thing. We're not going to win. $11. Okay. Don't know if you've noticed, but recently Kazaro has been very popular. Oh no, the fascists are gaining popularity. That's not good. He's a very dangerous man. Yes, he is. I agree. He only holds 40 seats, yet he passes bills. He's trouble. Maybe we shouldn't allow our party to be so generous with what they support. Putting Mr. Keebner aside, we seem to be in a very troubling situation. He doesn't want to be negative, as we're waiting for the results, but the political violence in the streets is not stopping. Not sure if it's the right time for reform. It's the only time for reform. That's how you end protest. With the decrease in our law enforcement budget, he's feeling stressful. Yeah. Is she interrupting us? No, please come in. Is there a problem? Chief Justice sent something. What is it? A painting? Probably a painting of Sarquin Toll, I would imagine. Yes, it is. It's an old black and white photograph of Sarquin Toll, posing under a destroyed tank at Halsard Square. Building behind him at thousands of bullet holes with a clearly readable slogan, "Victory is close." Oh no. What do you think it means, Livia? Yes, it's definitely a message. Okay. Problems between Livia and Petter, of course. It's a message for sure. Nine out of 11? We didn't even get the 3 we were counting on. Oh, jeez. How is that even a thing? What do we do now? Cabinet meeting. Arrange it immediately. We have to bail out this boat. The boat needs to be bailed. Bail boat. We got a bail boat. And we're gonna paddle our bail boat home. Supreme Court rejects the changes. Ugh. Ugh. Swordland today. Supreme Court stands against change. Okay, yeah. So we have to disempower the courts. I mean, there's really no choice about it. Gonna have to like move hard against the courts. Cabinet's gathered in the White Room. Vice President will be opening the session. Let's go in. Anything you want to say first? No, just keep your cool with the cabinet. Okay. Concerns will be raised. What concerns? Our failure of the reforms has a huge impact on public opinion and on some of the ministers. The party is discontent. They believe our presidency destroyed their privilege. So let's hear those concerns out. Good day, everybody. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. What's on the agenda? I should let Petter talk. Oops. We'll be discussing our current status and planning the remainder of our term. Now that the president is here, we can begin the meeting. I know that some of you have had your concerns about our style of governance so far. There will be time to speak. But I must also thank you for all your hard work. Okay. Having said that, now we have reached a critical point of our term. We're nearing the end. We have worked long and hard, but we couldn't reform the Constitution. The court blocked us. We know the culprits. Isabel and the other judges, lenient to her legal opinion, did not support us. Heron and the other senators voted against us. But the past is the past. We must look towards the future. We're investigating our faults. We'll be taking measures accordingly. He glanced at both of us. Our party still remains divided. In order to look at the future, we need to make some changes. On one hand, the opposition is exploiting our failure to reform. The latest polls show a steep increase in opposition support. So let's start the meeting with a brief look at some reports. With the latest developments, we have seen a decrease in our popularity. Public opinion has shrunk since we took office. A major concern is the state of the economy. We're slowly slipping into depression. This will have dire consequences. We mustn't lose hope and give it our best. Swordland needs us more than ever. Turn to me. Give word to the president now. Okay, sure. He sat down. Mr. Vice President, thank you for the opening. So we can hear reports or just immediately talk about our new focus. Let's hear reports first. Simon says the Vice President was on point. He used the word depression, couldn't have been more correct. Sank by 3% last year. This downward trend has broken our economy. If we cannot contain this in time, it will end our term. Our debt is also very concerning. Our national total debt has increased by 20 billion SR. On the other hand, unemployment has greatly declined. That's good. We have managed to cut it from 16% to 12%. We're estimating a further decrease in the near future. Okay, that's good. That's a good first step. Stay silent. One major concern is our nationalization decision. Our expenses have increased. And it did not send a very positive signal to the market. Of course not. Also, the failure to open our first infrastructure project. It'll be done soon, though, but apart from that, I'll finish with an update on our latest project. The manager reported that everything is going well and very fast. Well, that's excellent. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hall. Gus, Rural development. He'll keep it brief. Farmers are still suffering. Ministry did its best by giving our subsidies to local farmers, but our agricultural production remains the same. We have only recorded some development in the Angland region, but our farmers in Gelsland and Bergia are still suffering. And that's all from him. Okay. That was it? Do you have anything else to say? Yes. We can have a separate meeting to take a deep look. Let's do that. We'll have a meeting. We'll hear your concerns. Pascal, the Minister of Health. Okay, cool. No major problems in health. We're currently investigating reports of a small polio outbreak. I can't get into more details in our policy meeting. Thank you. Joseph, Ministry of Defense has a very important report concerning our situation with Rumburg. The investigation showed that Rumburg was in fact weaponizing rebels against us. We knew that. They've been aiding the Blutish rebels in Wayland too. Our military must stand ready for any possible attack from Rumburg. We gathered intelligence regarding their military research and production. They are building a massive army. Our military forces don't have the budget to prepare against such a force. We cannot let them threaten us like this. I don't think we can escalate. Oh my. We're in trouble. We're in deep trouble here. Ever since this the Constitution failed. Oof. We're moving on negotiations with Stalport, okay. Our relations with Agnoli have improved, okay. The region is very unstable. We can talk more in detail at the foreign policy meeting. Thank you. Ciara's next. Ministry is working day and night to improve education. She's going to love us. We've accomplished a lot. Lilia stood up. Police forces are still suffering. Rife with crime, okay. She'd like to transfer the gendarmerie under the Ministry of the Interior to improve internal security efforts. I haven't heard of this before. She's working on it and has legal backing. Ministry of Defense shouldn't be meddling with internal security affairs. Interesting. I've had several incidents where they were too violent too quickly, and it stems from military officers giving reckless orders. I've usually found the opposite's true. Usually the military is a lot more prudent with their rules of engagement compared to police forces. Police forces go in much, much quicker. But that's the real world. Who knows? Let's give a neutral response. It'll eventually cause problems. Will you do it in the future? If I support her, she'll owe us a favor. She supports socially conservative politics. That's not us. She was a huge supporter who brought a large conservative support. I don't think I make the promise. That sucks. Do you have anything to share, Mrs. Morgana? Okay. Thank you. All right, new focus. So quick economic development is a very good option right now. Like it's hard to see us winning an election with our economy in the shambles it's in. I do think changing our party as a whole is a massive priority as well. But since the Constitution failed, like we can't get any support from third parties, really, from small parties. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Let's go with the economic development, I suppose. Eliminating poverty and homelessness. Almost everyone's in agreement. Okay, good. I believe that's everything. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. I don't like our position now. I was very optimistic, not that long ago, but pessimism has overwhelmed me. What's going on down here? Whistleblower report. Interesting. A nuclear weapons program in Rumberg. Oh no. That's not good. Maybe our term will end with an earth-shattering kaboom. Now we get to address the nation. Well, that's good. Yes. Brothers and sisters. Okay, I don't know what to pick here. I think number 1. I soared to election on the winds of change, change that was desperately sought and called for by you, the people of Swordland. Yeah, we have to move against... Well, I don't know. It's 1 or 2 for sure. I took office with a plan to dismantle Swordland's ancient government structure and replace it with one that met the needs of the modern country we are today. Alas, my vision was too grand for the narrow scope of our current Supreme Court. The justices could not conceive of a swordland in which they weren't free to engage in corruption and bribery. Maybe not. The justices could not conceive of a swordland in which they were unable to interfere in the constitutional amendment process. They stubbornly clung to Swordland's past, knowing it would cost us our country's future. Yes, yes. But I will tell you this, I am not done fighting for you. Yeah, that's right. I have not given up on my commitment. It sounds like loser talk a little bit. I've not given up on my commitment to equality and justice, sure. The future lies in the socialist movement of the East. We must lead Swordland with democratic socialism. Sure, I'm pretty sure that they mean actual democratic socialism and not social democracy. These terms are so ambiguous these days. Any term that involves the word socialism has a million different meanings and no one can agree on which one is accurate, unfortunately. Together as a country, there is no end to what we can achieve. We will start by focusing on the economy. I thank you for standing by me, your president, both in good times and bad. I salute you all with respect. Okay, I hope that went well. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're at the end of a chapter. We're probably going to lose this election. There's some news here, though. More gang violence. Okay, of course. Ever since we cut the police budget, I get it, I get it. Maybe the police were doing something. I don't know. Continue. Okay. Revelations. Finished another chapter. We're still in power, at least for now. Oh boy. I'm afraid to look at these news reports here. This is chapter 3. Oh, we were already on chapter 3. So still chapter 3. Okay. It's a new turn, though. Geopolitico is the only one. Queen Beatrice demands reparations for century-old alleged war crimes. Okay. Really? Oh, come on. We massacred ethnic Rums? Well, probably, but that was like 80 years ago. Okay, well, they're obviously looking for a reason to start a war. Riots in Helgeland have intensified, and they're mostly in favor of the Vogslandian government. Okay. We're not going to get much support, I don't think, out of the halls of power at this point. Cloudy, rainy day. The gloomy weather echoed my own feelings. I've been defeated. Couldn't spend the day moping. Frank was about to leave home. He piled the last of his bags next to the door. Serge and the assistant driver were waiting outside. Did you pack everything? Don't forget to give Mom a call immediately. Mom, I'm moving less than an hour away. You'll see me all the time. I know, but it won't be the same. Monica helped him put his backpack on while Serge started carrying the luggage. I made you a sack lunch, Monica says. I'll get it from the kitchen. She dashed down the hall. Frank and I turned to face each other in the doorway. So, I guess this is it. You're going to do great. Thanks, Dad. Aw. He hasn't forgotten what I told him about the university years. Hopefully Hallsword State gives him a chance to prove himself the same way I did. Don't model your life on mine. You're your own man now, Frank. Aw. Aw. Aw, we've had a moment. Having a moment. Deanna's gonna miss Frank. Okay. Oh boy. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. At least it's a nice, thick blue. So, Serge says, as per the schedule, Frank needs to be at Hallsword State to start his orientation in an hour, so they have to leave now. Thank you, Serge. Good luck. It's time for him to find himself in the world. Man, if we make it to like a late part of the game and like somehow manage to survive in our presidency, it'll be interesting to see the way our son develops. Yes, he is in our shadow. Well said, Serge. Serge is amazing. I love Serge. He's not only the best intelligence asset I seem to have, but he's also just a wonderful conversationalist. And an everyman. It's great. Oh, boy. Let's just stroke her hair and be all nice and, you know, cuddly and stuff. Defeat of my reforms. Monica hopes we'll be all right. I don't know. Hey, construction completed. Oh my god, we finally built the highway. It only took like the entire game so far. We started this like way back. Way back. So that's excellent. That's great news. The economy has not yet improved, though, which is too bad. Geopolitico says Hegel condemns the Helgeland governor. Interesting. That's the chancellor of Vogsland. Agnolia went too far. They are massacring our people. This was the last straw. Okay, there's going to be war there soon. Report from Conriat. Military intelligence has reported a massive buildup of landing vehicles and Navy ships at the port of Vilburn on Vogsland. Our agents are suspecting a massive naval invasion. Okay. That's fine. Hallsword. Presidential salary increased. Okay, so our wealth went up to 1. We can bribe someone again if we have to. Okay, gendarmerie or whatever, the police issue. Okay, sure. That's the thing we refused to take sides on earlier. Right. Opening the highway. Here we go. The delay had taken its toll on our morale, but it's still a proud moment. Lucian and I, together with the project leads Simon and Lilius, met to discuss how to proceed. Dinosaur, first of all, the day may have arrived later than expected, but it doesn't change the fact that we are here now. This is still a big success. Congratulations, everyone. To many more projects like this, says Simon. Well done. We couldn't have done this without our excellent team. Oh, magnanimous. Okay. It's been a long time since the last successful infrastructure project. From a PR standpoint, we can capitalize on it. He has a plan. We should make the maiden voyage ourselves with our motorcade. Okay, sure. Simon doesn't support anything beyond the opening ceremony. The highway speaks for itself. Interesting. Lilia says image is everything. It would bolster our reputation. Huh. I don't love the idea of this particular type of image craft. It's a little bit, but I think we do need to because our support is not high. So let's do it. Okay. Nothing like a cheerful crowd. Looking forward to it. Good stuff. It's definitely a team effort, beginning with the president who put his trust in me, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Thank you for your kind words. Yes. We will need to show our very best face tomorrow, says Lilius. She'll make sure that our focus on improving business and logistics is relayed. Okay. Once again, good work, everyone. Let's do it. Let's do it. Despite Lekovin's strong PFJP presence, a huge crowd of supporters had turned out. Lucian must have brought in some ringers. Okay, Lucian. Let's do it. Brothers and sisters of Swordland, he says, I welcome you, Lekoveners, today as a proud servant of this country. Lucian's voice echoed in the square next to the highway. Hundreds of Swordland and USP flags begin to wave as the cheers intensify. Without further ado, he invites the president of Swordland to the stage. Got another speech. Another speech. People of Swordland, welcome to the opening ceremony. Yeah. Yeah, chanting. Woo. Trust me, our work is far from over. This project is only the beginning. Yes. Economic growth. Yes. It's brought and will continue to bring thousands of new jobs. Yes. Economic goodness. We have lowered our unemployment rate, and we will continue to. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Let's give credit to Simon Hall, I guess, because or wait a minute, Minister of the Economy versus the Minister of the Interior. Yeah, okay. Let's boost Lilius because she's I mean, she's not a financier for one, so yeah. Lilius. Yay. I'm pumping her tires. United we stand, divided we fall. Yeah, pumping the tires. Yeah. Okay. All right. Dinosaur says, citizens of Lekovin. There you have it. As promised, Anton Rain, the 4th president of Swordland, has delivered. We walk towards the entrance of the highway next to the stage, a 40-meter-long red ribbon across it. Pair of oversized scissors. We will stab our enemies with these scissors once we're done cutting the ribbon. It'll be great. Congratulations. Woo. 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 Motorcade time. Motorcade time. Motorcade time. Okay. Let's take Lilius with us. She's honored, and she'll be happy that we gave her the spotlight. Okay. As soon as we left, the highway opened to public, and thousands began using it. It was a great victory for our administration. Yay! Success! Hallsword Post talks about how we opened the highway. Even though it's overdue, it's expected to boost the output of the region. Good. Economist, Swordfish State Corporation finally finishes the highway. Yeah, you privatization wonks, you. Okay. Cool. Well, that's something good that happened. Right. So, back to Hallsword. Discussion on changes to the law. Okay. We have news. Mr. Hall and I have focused on several possible plans to boost the economy. He's currently compiling a very detailed report with projects. We'll have a chance to see it soon. Okay. Looks like the vice president is late again. He's concerned about him. Of course, I've been concerned about him since day one. I never really trusted or liked Peter very much. He has clearly having an affair with our secretary as well, and that's why. Should talk to him in private. Okay. Why are you late? Stuck in traffic. Okay, sure. A gaggle of ladies trying to organize an illegal march. Jackass. We can use our decrees to enact reforms now. We have enough political capital. Okay, cool. He also brought a list of suggested reforms. What are your thoughts, Anton? I have a few ideas myself, I guess. I can select up to 3 laws to enact. Interesting. This is really, really interesting. Huh. Okay. Pretty sure we want desolinization. No. Okay. Amnesty for political prisoners. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay. Rural education. We can only have 3, eh? No private prisons. Don't need a Supreme Council for media, I don't think. Lower retirement age is way too expensive. Free prescription medicine. Okay, so both of the ones we've picked so far have no budget cost. We have like a terrible budget deficit. So gender equality in education or free prescription medicine both sound very good. Not sure which one. Let's go with education. I don't think we can afford to spend any more budget at all. Like, yeah, we're sure. Desolinization, huh? You got some balls. Well, yeah. We do. We have to. Yeah. The left and the British have suffered, yes. Oh, God. We're going to lean heavily on the will of the people here. Okay, it'll anger more than a few nationalists and soloists. I mean, we've done that, right? Already. Yeah. Peace branch, for sure. Ballot strategy. Okay, good. Lucian agrees. That's excellent. Huh. Looks like either Miss Walda or the First Lady had a huge influence on my other decision. It's about time we went after equal rights for ladies, blah, blah, blah. This will, however, anger conservatives. I mean, we're angering conservatives. Like, we've decided we're going to anger conservatives. That's fine. Yeah, okay. We have 6 more minutes. Thank you both. Jeez. Well, things could be a lot better, but we are on the path towards socialism. Yes, we are. So hopefully next time around, the next episode, we'll have some better news and more progress. Yes, I think we will. I didn't go so well, did it? But we can turn this around. We can still win the day for our people. But until then, I got to call this the end of episode number 11. Yeah, episode number 11 of this here Let's Play series. Good night, YouTube.